Hi. So, just want to talk to you a little bit about, heaven forbid, the coronavirus and what its implications are going to be and what we should be doing right now. So, the first thing is, it's coming, it's coming. Yes, it may be coming, but the first thing, obviously, to do is not to panic. Okay, now is not the time for knee-jerk reactions to things. What may happen or what may not happen. The other thing I think that we mustn't do is just bury your head in the sand. It won't affect me. It's going to be like a cold. It may never happen. Blah, blah, blah. It won't affect my business in any way. Because I think what will happen is if you do nothing now, in a few weeks or months' time, you're going to need to panic. You're going to need to come up with some sort of reactive thing to whatever's going on. So I think the key message at this time is not panicking, not ignoring it, but is planning for it and having procedures in place so that you can understand what's coming, and in the event of, we're going to do this. In the event of somebody in the office contracting it, we're going to close the office and all work from Mongolia. We're going to stop interviewing people face to face. We're going to interview by Skype or whatever other methods, other technologies. So I think planning for your own businesses, planning for your own recruitment agencies and agency businesses is really important to know in advance, if this scenario happens, what your actions are likely to be. It's not cast in concrete, it's just a plan. If you need to change it, you need to change it. But you'll be in a better position having to thought it through in advance. I know we're in the middle of IR35 and it's a total nightmare. But I think this needs some real consideration. The other thing that I wanted to say is find out what your clients' plans are. Okay, especially if you're providing temporary services to people, if you're providing contractors to people. We've already got the IR35 mess, as I've said, but what happens if the labour pool availability suddenly drops? If you're supplying 50 staff into a company and suddenly 30 of them are off sick, what's your coping mechanism? What's your client's coping mechanism? So, are you going to be beaten with a stick? Do they expect it all to run smoothly? What are the contingencies that you're going to put in place? Are you going to move night shifts to day shifts in order to back up? That's sort of, it's just talk to your clients, find out what their plans are, have plans for your own business, but you need to talk to them honestly and openly. If suddenly your labour pool is decimated by 50% or 90%, or some of the temps decide that they might have it and so they're going to self-isolate for a fortnight or two, heaven forbid that happens, you understand, from your perspective that would be a difficult scenario to go into your clients with. The day it happens and you can only provide half the labour is not the time to be talking about it. The time to be talking about it is today. Okay, so planning your own business, planning with your client, seeing how you can mitigate some of these things. And plan for the worst, hope for the best. Hopefully in the middle we all get through this thing and we can carry on with normal business. 2020 is going to be a fun old year. Whatever your plans were, I think they're about to change. Start planning.